Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Oracle. Okay, spousal fights, sibling rivalry, friends' disagreements, and all of that. It's okay. They're always resolvable. You can always discuss this and reach a healthy resolve. Now, you know, I keep saying this. If you listen to the reasons for a lot of quarrels and fights, you'll find out that the people who are directly connected to this, they hardly have anything as to how it started. It is always some outsider who is unconnected directly, who brews and executes what leads to these fights. So, my mentee this morning is worried. He's worried as to how his parents end up shouting at each other over nothing, over something said by a visitor, the maid, the driver, like kinds of people. It has worried him so much that all he wants to do is just run away from the house because he thinks like, you know what, I don't see my parents happy anymore. There's always something wrong. And it's affecting him. It's affecting school, it's affecting his relationship with others. It's making him very timid and antagonistic towards everything. He just feels the lack of love. Brings me to a story of a man who was looking after. He just feels the lack of love. And it brings me to a story of a man who was on a journey with his nephew. And this man had lots of cattle and cows and donkeys, goats, sheep, lambs. So also did his cousin or nephew. And, they were on this journey. The two of them had headsmen who helped them with these animals. The two of them, they had no quarrels, no fights. But the herdsmen of both of them, they were always at loggerheads with themselves. And these loggerheads would lead to quarrel, and it got too much. That one day, the older one, who is the uncle, decided that, this is okay. So we don't push our luck too far. So he called his nephew and said to him, You know, we are brethren, you and I. So let there be no strifing amongst us. Okay? Choose for yourself where you want. If you go east, I'll go west. If you go west, I'll go east. Okay? Choose where you like. Look around and take anywhere that you like, and it will be yours. And the brother looked around and he chose where he wanted. He said, okay. The land he chose looked good. It was plain. It was, so fine. So he goes with his own herdsmen that way. This was before, the area was destroyed. So it was really beautiful. And then he went the other way. So as he went that way, it didn't look exactly as nice as the first sight, but it was okay. He didn't mind. So he went that way. When he got that way, note now that these two brothers have separated. A lot of times we find couples separate from themselves, thinking that it is the best for the two of them to still remain friends, to still remain parents, and also they just go their separate ways. But seriously, is it? Does it ever make them better? Hardly does. It either destroys one person and makes the other one better, or they just grow into different directions and never come back, and people have to suffer for it. Anyway, they went their separate ways. And then when the older one got to his end, he heard a voice. God said to him, "Stretch your eyes as far as you can see. I will give to you and your descendants as inheritance." So the one who gave the other an opportunity for peace. Because when he said, "Let there be no striving amongst us, for we are brethren, go your way, I go my way, choose that." His younger cousin should have said to him, "Uncle, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sticking with you. We can't have strangers come and tear us apart." But no, he chose what he thought was better. A lot of times when people say, "I can't take this anymore," they just want you to make it right. They just want you to reach a decision that, puts the two of you at a good place. They really don't want to go. They don't. That's the truth. They want to stay. They want something better. The reason they're saying this is for you to identify that something is not right and make it right. But no, he chose somewhere else. He chose to go a different way. He didn't ask his uncle why. What is the striving? Because the two of them had no issues. The herdsman did. But he did not do that. A lot of times we just keep quiet about things that we should speak up about. And then we speak up on things that don't make sense. Well, he went his way. And his uncle went his way. Now, the land that he has chosen was occupied by very wicked people. Mean, people who rebelled against God. People who always had something to contend with. Just like his herdsmen were contending with the herdsmen of his uncle. They were so bad that the same God who gave his uncle an opportunity of growth and expansion and development, the same God destroyed the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. Be careful. Be careful on how you deal with people who throw in strife into your home, into your relationship with your siblings, with your cousins, with friends, with family members, with colleagues. Be careful. They never mean well. Other times, they may just be tasking your level of intelligence. They may just want to see what you will do in a crisis situation. What the uncle chose to do was to maintain the relationship by the two of them being separate. The younger one could have said, "I'm not going anywhere." It was an opportunity for him to redefine his relationship with his uncle. It was an opportunity for him to call to order his herdsmen. It was an opportunity to build. But no. For the uncle to have taken that position of elder to have said, you and I, we're related, let's not fight. Take what you want, but let's not fight. Because he thought, somebody is getting greedy. Somebody wants to take. So take whatever you want, just take. But stay where I can still love you. Let's not get to a place where, there's nothing left. And he did not use that. Instead, he went to a place of wickedness, a place of rebellion, and a place of destruction. Where are you headed? What are the options that you are presented with? What have you chosen? Would you rather make peace and live in peace? Or would you go away, far from your family, to a place of destruction? When people present you with certain conditions, it is only an opportunity to make it right. Can you make it right? Can you try? Like I said to my mentee, they're your parents. Let them handle their situation. But tell them when you get back home today how it affects your mind. Tell them what it's doing to your studies. Tell them what it's doing to you mentally. And let them know that you're left now with only one option. And that option is, please be my parents, love yourselves, and don't fight. I don't want to live with fighters. I want to live with the two people who fell in love with themselves. I am only a gift to this home. Okay? So please, let there be no striving amongst us, for we be brethren. When you take a good position, as far as your eyes can see, as much as you can imagine, as much as you allow your vision to see a greatness within you, you are able to achieve it. Have a beautiful week.